What up, leaders? Welcome back to my channel. This is Regent Street here in Georgetown, Guyana. It's Sunday morning, Sunday the 29th? 28th, Sunday 28th of April, and we're at Regent and Oronoque Street, so that's Regent and Oronoque Streets in Georgetown. And what I want to bring to you today is this hotel. It's now been labeled, it's called the Eden by Best Western. So this is the new Best Western hotel here in Georgetown. It's the Eden Hotel by Best Western, and it's built here at the corner of Oronoque Street and Robb Streets. Now, the reason why I'm bringing it to you today is not only to give you the latest development. As you see, they're still putting the finishing touches. There's a crane, a mobile crane, and there are guys working on the side of the building. Alright, so there are workmen on the side of the building. Still adding finishing touches. They still have a fence around it, right? So there's still a fence around the building on the ground because it's an active construction site. But what I wanted to address today is parking. So people have been asking, where is the parking? Where is the parking? They're building such a large hotel here in the heart of the city, but they don't seem to have parking. Well, the first thing to note is that this hotel is replacing a number of houses, right? So this hotel is being built where there were a number of houses, and so they had to demolish several houses, like half a dozen houses, to build this hotel, Eden. What these guys are working on is the sign, like the label there that says Eden Hotel. It seems as if they're putting some finishing touches on the sign. So the point of this video is to point out that a number of houses had to be demolished to construct this hotel, and they also demolished several other houses. So they had to demolish several more houses to build a parking lot. Alright, so here we are at the corner of Oronoque and Robb Street. And what I want to show you is how they're solving this parking problem. So they still have the fence, the construction fence around the building. Right, this is the north facing side of the building, and they're still putting on the finishing touches. As you can see, all the windows have now been added, and the construction crew is doing some cleaning. So they're cleaning the windows on this face of the building. Remember, it's a 8-story, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stories. So it's a 9-story building if you count the balconies from the ground. It's a 9-story building. So what they did is they demolished about half a dozen houses to build this hotel here, and they demolished a few more houses to create what is parking space. And that's what I want to show you in this video, that they're actually creating parking spaces in the place where those houses were demolished. Last time I was here, they had just demolished the houses that were going to be providing the space for parking. So this is the parking lot. Let's see. Right, this is the parking lot that is being built on Robb Street. So these guys have actually demolished several of the houses in this neighborhood to build this hotel. The question is, how many houses had to be demolished to build the Eden Hotel? Just by looking at the rest of the neighborhood, right? Just by looking at the rest of the neighborhood, you can see that at least half a dozen houses had to be demolished. Possibly more, possibly an entire dozen, a complete dozen houses had to be demolished. But for those of you who are wondering, what about parking? Where would they park the cars? This is the parking lot. So they're building now the parking lot for the hotel, the Eden Hotel. This is going to be the parking entrance to the parking lot, and they're still constructing. In fact, it might be more than the parking lot. We'll see when it's finished. It might also include their reception area, place where you offload your luggage to get into the hotel. Who knows? Maybe it's also the utility entrance, loading dock, and all that stuff. But this is the Eden Hotel, guys. This is the update on the Best Western, the Eden Hotel by Best Western here in Georgetown on Robb Street. Just wanted to give you an update on how the parking situation is being solved and how many houses in this neighborhood had to be destroyed, had to be demolished just to create that hotel. This is Robb Street. We're looking west towards the river, towards Border Market. This is another hardware store and hotel type building that the Chinese have built here. But let's take a final look at the Eden Hotel. Right, the Eden Hotel here in Georgetown, Guyana. And if you want to know how they're solving parking, this is it. They've actually demolished half a dozen to maybe a dozen houses to build the parking lot and the hotel itself. What do you think about that? As I say, as Guyana transforms, what's going to happen over time is that all of this local residential houses are going to be demolished and replaced by much more commercially viable structures, bigger structures. Like across the street, that's the Innovations America warehouse. So somebody's building warehouse in this residential area, and more of these large structures are going to go up and replace these smaller residential homes, moving people out of the city. But that's what's happening here, guys. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. In the comments below, tell me what you think about the transformation of these inner city neighborhoods in Georgetown with the construction of these new large hotels replacing residential buildings. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana, the fastest growing economy in the world. That's Albert Street, and as you can see in the distance. That's the Carnival. Carnival is doing its own expansion, and they've also demolished several residential homes to build a Carnival hotel. I'll bring that to you in a future video.